Formats running through my head. Beats collide with inside dread. Moving in a glitching flow. Breakpoint signal starts to glow. Phonalic echo slice the night. Rhythm snapping, strobing light. Bass breaks open every wall, making every moment fall. Phrases cut with heavy grain, looping through my wired brain. Every pulse is sharp and thin, calling me to dive within. Lights flip hard when tension grows. Everything around me slows. Then the drop destroys the frame, resetting every part of me. Tight the tempo climbs, pulling through the broken lines. I keep moving, unstoppable. Breakpoint signal audible. Air is cold and neon blue. Rhythms keep me pushing through. Every layer cracks the floor, opening a hidden door. Tone breaks free. All the noise aligns with me. Signal rising clean and bright, breaking through the endless night. Format sick. Format sick. Format sick. Beats collide in silver light, pushing hard through pulsing night. Every echo hits the core, pulling me to run once more. Bass thumps deep like steel and fire, climbing higher, climbing higher. Hi-hats flick like fractured glass, cutting sharp as moments pass. Glitched out voices call my name, looping in a frozen frame. Filtered harsh and tight and thin, drilling deep beneath my skin. Breakdown opens, tension cracks, silence stretching to the max. Then the drop destroys the air, zero full pulse everywhere. Zero full pulse everywhere. Waves of pressure shake my spine, everything in perfect time. Rhythms rising bold and fierce, breaking through the inner fears. Sweat and sound collide as one, racing fast and never done. chest. Pull me where the beats compress. Baseline drives in ruthless pace, filling up the empty space. Sinks emerging, piercing light, blowing through the endless night. Rhythm stacking, rising layers, pushing hard like quiet prayers. Vocal chops distorting bend, looping with no start or end. Echo chopping minor cries, drifting soft but hypnotized. Breakdown strips the world to none. Silence heavy, nearly gone. Then the drop arrives alive, feeling hollow bass drive. Feeling hollow bass drive, 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 drive. Hollow bass drive. Heat erupts inside my blood, tension rising like a flood. Every beat is sharp and bright, spreading sparks to fading night. Lines are moving left and right, forming trails of shifting light. Nothing here can slow or hide, moving in the baseline tide. When the final wave is through, still the rhythm pulses true. Hollow bass remains inside, guiding me through every stride. Guiding me through every stride, Morning hum begins to swell, satirize like distant bells. Bassline stirs in steady form, waking up the circuit dawn. Kick strikes gently first, then strong, pushing all the night along. Rhythms climbing coated glow, rising slow then letting go. Chopped up vocals shimmer bright, floating through the fading night. Process soft and airy waves, sound that lifts and sound that saves. light rises through the sound. Dawn emerges clean and new. Circuit world in brighter view. Neon breaks across the street, falling down in flashes sweet. Every shape begins to bend, color crashing without end. Kick drum slams like metal doors, shaking through the glowing floors. Bassline swells in harsh attack, pulling every heartbeat back. Snippets glitch and fade, filtered through a minor shade. Distant whispers, cold and thin, echo through the roaring din. Tension builds in glowing strands, shifting like collapsing lands. Drop explodes in bright collapse, snapping through the final gap. Motion rises fast and tight, running through the broken light. Every fragment hits the ground, melting into shape and sound. Eyes are wide, the night is loud, wrapped inside a neon cloud. Every hit electrifies, breathing sparks behind my eyes. When the final color falls, silence fills the empty halls. Neon collapse slowly fades, leaving only glowing shades. Formats one, sparks ignite beneath my feet. Circuits twist around the beat. Heat erupts in sudden light, launching me into the night. Bassline moves in looping form, rushing like a gathering storm. Hi-hats slicing straight and thin, pulling me deeper in. Format three, short refrains repeat again, filtered sharp like metal rain. Space colliding, flashing streams, firing up my inner beams. Format tension fills Mission fades but leaves its mark, burning bright within the dark.
Beat is racing in my mind. Lights are bleeding into lines. Shadow pulses through my chest, driving me with no rest. Format 2, neon shapes begin to break. Steps I take make circuits shake. Baseline hits in tight design, pulling me across the line. Format 3, air is thick with static sparks, moving fast through glowing darks. Every rhythm makes me climb, running on the shadow line. Format 4. And bursting waves, bringing back the sound it saves. Energy erupts inside, no more place for fear to hide. Format 5, lights distort in rapid streams, shifting like unfinished dreams. Every echo sharp and fine keeps me on the shadow line. Format 6. Format 6. Format 6. Pressurizing in the air, every second stripped and bare. Voices whisper, go, go, go. Process raw in stereo. Endless night becomes my track, never slowing, never back. Shadow line forever mine, racing past the finish line.
Static fills the moving ground, every step a bursting sound. Speed consumes my fading fear, pulling me from far too near. Format 3, lights distort in twisted frames, every pulse ignites the flames. Baseline moves in jagged force, keeping me along the course. Format 3. Format filtered chants repeat inside, processed low and multiplied. Voices drift like broken glass, flashing as the moments pass. Format 4, drop hits, everything collapses, noise erupts, the system crashes. I run faster through the mess, powered by the beat's excess. Format 5, thinking veins of neon light carry me through endless night. Static shifting in my chest, never slowing, never rest. Format 6, format 6, format 6. Circles spin beneath my eyes. Nothing here is a surprise. Every rhythm keeps me clear. Static runner with no fear. Format 7 when the final wave decays. Static slowly fades away, but the beat remains inside. Running